New discoveries about female sexuality and psychology. Prepare yourself for surprising revelations about love and human behavior, especially the psychology of women. You will be taken on a new journey that may completely change how you view relationships and human connections. What you are about to read will reshape your understanding of sexuality and relationships, offering fresh, deeper perspectives on both men and women. The difference in handling intimacy. One notable thing is that, after moments of intimacy, many women tend to seek a long-lasting emotional connection. They enjoy maintaining emotional closeness, sharing feelings, or simply cuddling, something that men don't always understand. Research shows that women highly value emotional bonding after sex, whereas men sometimes just feel comfortable turning over and falling asleep. Satisfaction and the impact of hormones. When women feel satisfied in sexual relationships, they experience a positive cycle that is repeated, creating a sense of fulfillment and boosting the hormone levels related to sexual desire. In fact, women can feel more confident and attractive during periods when they feel their bodies are healthy. Creating surprise in relationships. An important factor in refreshing a relationship is surprise. In fact, creating surprise during intimate moments has a much stronger effect than just boasting about one's sexual skills. Surprise and genuine care help enhance the connection and satisfaction for both partners. Subtle signs of attraction. Women often express attraction not only through words, but also through very small body signals, such as intense eye contact, leaning toward the other person, or simple gestures like brushing their hair. These actions are not random. They are deep emotional expressions that she is showing you. When you understand these signals, you'll find it easier to meet her emotional needs. Orgasm and mental stimulation. One thing very few people know is that about 1% of women can achieve orgasm solely through mental stimulation and imagination. This opens up a completely new aspect of sexual relationships, showing the importance of emotions and mental connection. Mental stimulation, rather than relying solely on physical triggers, is an element that helps many women feel more satisfied. This proves that the complexity of women's sexual needs is not only related to the body, but also involves mental and emotional factors. It is this connection that creates depth in relationships that many people do not realize. Relationships and understanding body language. Another important aspect of sexual relationships is the ability to understand your partner's body language. Women particularly value the attention their partner pays to their subtle body signals, from a loving gaze to leaning toward them. These actions are not just signs of attraction, but deep emotional signals that women want you to notice and respond to. When you can understand a woman's body language, you will know when she needs to feel safe and when she desires more intimacy. This is the key to creating a stronger connection in a relationship. Emotional signals in sex. Satisfaction in sexual relationships doesn't only come from physical stimulation, but also from understanding and empathy between partners. When women feel loved and respected, they become more open and can easily express their emotions and sexual needs. This feeling not only helps them achieve orgasm, but also creates an emotional space for the relationship to grow stronger. A typical example is the listening and sharing that happens throughout the intimacy process. Small conversations, thoughtful gestures, and care help create a safe environment where women can express themselves without feeling worried or judged. This strengthens sexual connection and makes the relationship deeper. Sex and emotional connection. Sex is not only a physical act, but also a profound connection between emotions and the psychology of two people. A truly successful sexual relationship happens when both partners understand and empathize with each other emotionally. Especially for women, the emotional and mental connection with their partner is highly valued. When a woman feels that you genuinely care about her feelings and share her innermost thoughts, the sexual relationship will become more passionate and enduring. This doesn't mean physical aspects are unimportant. However, when a woman feels emotionally safe and respected, she can more easily reach orgasm and experience maximum satisfaction in sexual relationships. Therefore, this emotional connection plays a crucial role in maintaining a long-lasting and stable sexual relationship. Emotions and sexual satisfaction. While techniques and physical stimulation can play an important role in achieving orgasm, emotions are the deciding factor in sexual satisfaction for women. When a woman feels loved and cared for, she is more likely to achieve sexual fulfillment. This shows that sex is not solely based on technique, but is deeply connected to understanding and sharing between both partners. The perception and understanding from a partner can make a woman feel loved and respected, boosting her confidence and ability to express emotions during sex. This enhances the bond and satisfaction, creating a wonderful, emotional sexual experience. Freedom in sexual relationships. An important factor in sexual relationships is the freedom to express oneself. Women need to feel comfortable expressing their desires and sexual needs without fear of judgment. This freedom is not just about physical expression, but also about emotions and thoughts. When a woman feels she can express herself freely without facing opposition or criticism, she will feel more at ease in achieving satisfaction and sexual connection. This applies to men as well. A successful sexual relationship is not just a physical connection, but also an understanding of both parties' needs and desires. When both people can freely express themselves and share emotions, the sexual relationship becomes more complete. Exploration and passion in sex. Sexual relationships are not only about achieving orgasm, but also about exploration and passion. Experimenting, discovering new techniques, and trying new positions can create excitement and increase attraction in the relationship. Both partners need to continually explore and renew themselves in sexual relationships to maintain passion and emotional connection. Sharing dreams, desires, and personal needs in sexual relationships is a way to ensure long-lasting satisfaction. A sexual relationship is not just a temporary pleasure, but a long journey of sharing, exploring, and emotional bonding between two people. The combination of physical and mental aspects. One of the key factors in a fulfilling sexual relationship is the harmonious integration of the physical and psychological aspects. When a woman feels loved, respected, and emotionally safe, she can easily open up and comfortably express her feelings. This not only helps a woman feel connected with her partner, but also enhances sexual satisfaction. Both partners need to understand that sexual satisfaction is not just about the physical, but also about emotions. Sex becomes complete when both partners can emotionally connect honestly and deeply. Psychological harmony enhances satisfaction and makes sexual relationships not just a physical act, but also an experience of sharing, understanding, and mutual respect. Achieving orgasm, it's not just about the physical. Many people think that orgasm is the result of physical stimulation, but in reality, emotions and spiritual connection play an equally important role. Women can achieve orgasm not only through physical stimulation, but also through deep emotional connections with their partner. When there is a strong emotional connection, a woman will easily experience satisfaction and achieve orgasm completely. This shows that sex is not just about physical stimulation, but also about mental and emotional connection. When emotions are shared and understood, orgasm becomes more natural, and the level of satisfaction is higher. Feeling safe and free in sexual relationships. The feeling of safety and freedom in a sexual relationship is a key factor in maintaining satisfaction. Women feel more comfortable when they know their partner loves and respects them. Emotional safety allows women to express their feelings and sexual needs without fear of judgment or rejection. Freedom in sex is when both partners can share, express, and explore new things without fear or pressure. This freedom not only helps women achieve sexual satisfaction, but also creates a deep connection between the two, making the sexual relationship more enduring and passionate. Feeling emotional connection through body language. Body language plays a crucial role in sexual relationships. Sometimes a gentle look, a hand holding, or a simple gesture can convey more emotions than any words could. Women often use body language to express care and attraction, and these signals are essential in building a fulfilling sexual relationship. When you understand and respond to these signals, you'll find it easier to connect with your partner and enhance the satisfaction in the sexual relationship. This nonverbal communication is the key to making a sexual connection feel natural and perfect. Exploring mutual understanding in sexual relationships. One of the key factors in maintaining a sustainable sexual relationship is mutual understanding. Women are not only seeking physical satisfaction, but also a strong emotional connection. They need to feel listened to and have their needs and desires understood. When a woman feels that her partner truly listens and responds to her emotional needs, the sexual relationship becomes easier and more fulfilling. This helps make the relationship not just about physical interaction, but also about sharing, understanding, and empathy between both partners. Feeling understood will strengthen the bond and create memorable sexual experiences. Sexual satisfaction, more than just physical sensation. A sexual relationship is truly not only about physical satisfaction, but also relies on emotions and the harmony between both partners. Women often feel more satisfied when they can share their feelings and understand their partner's desires. A strong emotional connection not only helps women achieve physical satisfaction, but also makes them feel loved and respected. This shows that a sustainable sexual relationship comes not only from passionate moments, but also from care, attention, and deep mutual understanding. When emotions and the physical are harmoniously combined, the sexual relationship will be not only satisfying, but also more perfect. The importance of communication in sexual relationships. Communication is a vital element that helps maintain satisfaction and connection in sexual relationships. Clear and sincere communication about desires, needs, and emotions will help create a fulfilling sexual relationship. Women especially value understanding and empathy from their partner, and communication is the key to connecting emotionally and creating long-term satisfaction. In addition to verbal communication, nonverbal communication is also important. Gestures, eye contact, or a gentle touch can communicate much more than words. When both partners understand each other through body language, the sexual relationship becomes more natural and satisfying. Attraction in sexual relationships. Attraction in sexual relationships comes not only from physical satisfaction, but also from emotional appeal. Women are not just attracted to their partner's appearance, but also to the care, respect, and love they receive. When a man shows care, understanding, and empathy, he becomes more attractive in a woman's eyes. Sex is not only about physical stimulation, but also about emotional and mental connection. A great sexual relationship is when both people can express love, care, and understanding toward each other. This is the key to making the sexual relationship complete and enduring. Sex and trust. Trust is an extremely important factor in a sustainable sexual relationship. When women feel safe and trust their partner, they are more likely to open up and express themselves freely in sex. Trust is the foundation of emotional bonding, and when women feel safe, they can comfortably share their sexual desires. In any sexual relationship, trust is what allows both partners to feel free and unburdened by worries. Building trust is a long-term process that starts with small actions like sincerity, attention, and listening to each other. Trust is not only about safety, but also about creating a strong connection between both partners, making the sexual relationship perfect. Feeling loved and renewing the sexual relationship. In a long-term sexual relationship, love and renewal are two indispensable factors. When sex becomes routine and lacks freshness, the relationship can become boring. However, when both partners know how to keep the relationship fresh, explore new things, and renew their sexual experiences, the relationship will remain passionate and full of energy. Experimenting with new techniques, exploring emotional boundaries, and sharing personal desires are great ways to maintain attraction and passion in the relationship. Renewal is not only about the physical, but also about changing how both partners communicate and understand each other, making the relationship richer and more complete. Sexual communication, the key to elevating the relationship. Communication is the key to building a fulfilling sexual relationship. When you and your partner can openly communicate your desires, feelings, and needs, the sexual connection will grow stronger. Women particularly value communication and understanding from their partner, and sincere communication helps create a safe space where both can comfortably express themselves. In addition to verbal communication, understanding and responding to nonverbal signals is also essential. Small gestures like a look, a touch, or a smile can convey many emotions that words cannot express. When both partners understand each other's body language, the sexual relationship becomes more natural and fulfilling. Attraction in long-term relationships. In long-term sexual relationships, attraction comes not only from maintaining physical satisfaction, but also from maintaining an emotional and mental connection between both partners. Women, in particular, value the feeling of being loved and respected by their partner, and the attraction in a relationship is not just about the physical, but also about care and emotions. When both partners can maintain a deep emotional connection, the sexual relationship becomes more enduring and passionate. Exploring the interaction between mind and emotion in sexual relationships. An important element in maintaining attraction in a sexual relationship is the ability to create a connection between the mind and emotions of both partners. Women often seek not only physical satisfaction, but also mental and emotional communication. When both partners can share thoughts, feelings, and deeply understand each other, the sexual relationship becomes stronger and more fulfilling. The feeling of safety and love in sexual relationships stems not only from physical satisfaction, but also from recognizing and responding to emotional needs. When you understand and share each other's feelings, it creates a profound connection, helping both partners feel loved and respected. This is the key to building a long-lasting and passionate sexual relationship. Addressing concerns and fears in a relationship. Every relationship has its fears and anxieties, especially in sexual relationships. The fear of rejection, judgment, or not being able to meet your partner's needs can cause stress and create distance. However, when both partners feel emotionally and physically safe, these fears can be eliminated. Confidence in the relationship is the key to overcoming these worries and creating an intimate and loving environment. It is important to communicate openly and honestly about concerns. When both partners understand each other's emotions, these worries can be addressed and transformed into an opportunity to strengthen the relationship. A sexual relationship will grow stronger when both partners face their fears sincerely and without judgment. The reality of emotions and stimulation in sex. In sexual relationships, emotions and stimulation come not only from physical gestures, but also from a mental connection. Women are often attracted not just by their partner's appearance, but by the care, understanding, and genuine emotions expressed. This connection cannot be achieved without respect and care. Sexual satisfaction is not just the result of achieving orgasm, but also comes from the feeling of being loved, listened to, and respected. When both partners can share and understand each other sincerely, the sexual relationship becomes more perfect and fulfilling. Exploring new things in sexual relationships. Every sexual relationship is an opportunity to explore new things. These things are not just physical, but also about how you and your partner understand each other, communicate, and explore each other's needs and desires. Exploring new things in the sexual relationship can create passion and long-lasting connection. This can include experimenting with new techniques, changing positions, or even exploring things you've never thought of before in sex. The relationship will not only maintain attraction, but will also develop when both partners are willing to explore and create in their sexual connection. Keeping the relationship fresh and passionate is essential in maintaining a sustainable sexual relationship. The importance of spiritual connection in sexual relationships. Spiritual connection plays an extremely important role in sexual relationships. It is not just about physical connection, but also about sharing thoughts, emotions, and desires. When you and your partner can communicate about emotional and physical needs, it creates a harmony that not only enhances desire, but also builds deeper understanding and love. Women particularly value having a strong emotional connection before they can fully relax and feel confident in a sexual relationship. The care and understanding from their partner make them feel safe, and when they feel loved and respected, they are more likely to open up and achieve satisfaction. This is why a sexual relationship needs not only physical satisfaction, but also a strong spiritual connection. Passion and desire in sexual relationships. Sexual relationships are always a blend of passion and desire. Both of these factors influence emotions and directly affect satisfaction in sexual relationships. When both partners have passion and desire for each other, the relationship becomes more exciting and vibrant. Passion comes not only from physical moments, but also from emotional conversations and sharing deep desires. Desire doesn't stop at physical sensation, but also encompasses mutual understanding of what both partners are experiencing and the hidden needs that both need to fulfill. The key to a successful sexual relationship: listening and communication. Communication in sexual relationships is essential for maintaining satisfaction and long-term connection. Listening to your partner not only helps you understand their needs, but also builds trust and a solid understanding. Women particularly value partners who listen and can respond to their emotional and physical needs sincerely. When communication is maintained in a sexual relationship, both partners feel more comfortable sharing their feelings and desires without fear or anxiety. This eliminates unnecessary doubts and worries, creating an environment of love and understanding. Good communication in sex isn't just about words. It also includes nonverbal signals like eye contact, smiles, or small, meaningful gestures. The feeling of freedom in a sexual relationship. Freedom in a sexual relationship means that both partners can express their desires and emotions without feeling judged or pressured. This freedom allows you and your partner to explore new things, experiment with ideas you've never considered, and share unfulfilled cravings. When women feel free in a sexual relationship, they are more likely to open up and achieve both physical and emotional satisfaction. This doesn't just mean acting impulsively. It's about the freedom to understand and accept yourself, to confidently express what you want, and to empathize with and respond to your partner's needs. This freedom doesn't only make the sexual relationship more complete, but also creates lasting passion and excitement. Personality and sexual connection, an important part of the relationship. Each person's personality plays a significant role in sexual connection. When someone understands themselves well, they are more likely to build a fulfilling sexual relationship with their partner. Confidence, understanding, and openness in sharing emotions are key to creating a satisfying sexual bond. A woman might be attracted to qualities like an open personality, patience, and care from her partner. Small actions, like listening, respecting, and responding to her needs, can create a sustainable and profound sexual connection. When the personalities of both partners align, the sexual relationship becomes more enjoyable, and the connection between them strengthens. The feeling of safety and respect in a sexual relationship. The feeling of safety is crucial for building a satisfying sexual relationship. When women feel safe and respected in a sexual relationship, they are more comfortable and more likely to open up and share their needs and desires. The feeling of safety comes not only from physical security, but also from creating a solid mental space where they can be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. One way to create a sense of safety for your partner is by showing respect for their feelings, needs, and boundaries. When women feel loved and respected, they become more confident in expressing themselves sexually, enhancing both satisfaction and connection in the relationship. For men, creating this sense of safety helps their partner feel loved and protected, making it easier for both to enjoy a wonderful and long-lasting sexual experience. Spiritual involvement, especially important in sexual relationships. Spiritual involvement is an important factor in maintaining a deep sexual relationship. When both partners fully participate in the sexual relationship not just through physical actions, but by sharing emotions and thoughts, the connection becomes stronger. Women especially appreciate when their partner is truly engaged and understands their emotions and needs. Spiritual involvement doesn't just mean listening to words. It also includes understanding nonverbal signals, like the way you show care through eye contact, gestures, or encouragement. Spiritual involvement not only helps maintain sexual connection, but also enriches the relationship emotionally. When you can understand and respond to each other's emotional needs, sex becomes not just physical satisfaction, but also an exchange of meaningful emotional experiences. Understanding and responding to sexual needs. An important factor in a long-lasting sexual relationship is the ability to understand and respond to your partner's needs. Women, especially, want to feel heard and understood in every situation, especially during intimate moments. When their partner can recognize subtle, hidden needs and respond to them delicately, they feel loved and cherished. This enhances sexual satisfaction and helps maintain a profound sexual relationship. Being aware of changes in your partner's needs over time is crucial. For example, during different stages of a woman's menstrual cycle, her sexual needs may vary. Recognizing and responding to these changes with sensitivity will help maintain satisfaction and connection in the sexual relationship. A great sexual relationship doesn't just depend on understanding physical needs, but also on recognizing your partner's emotional and mental states. The importance of confidence and understanding in sex. Confidence and understanding are core elements that help a sexual relationship develop and maintain long-term satisfaction. When you feel confident in yourself and fully understand your partner's desires and needs, you create a comfortable and complete sexual space. Confidence allows you to communicate easily, share feelings, and establish a respectful and loving atmosphere during intimacy. For women, their partner's confidence is crucial in helping them feel comfortable and able to express themselves sexually. When you show confidence without being possessive or controlling, they feel loved and respected, which helps them open up more in the sexual relationship. Mutual understanding strengthens the sexual bond, making it not only passionate, but also lasting and deeper. Sex as a continuous journey of discovery. A sexual relationship is not a destination, but a continuous journey of exploration and connection. Both partners need to constantly discover new things in sex, from experimenting with different positions to understanding unmet needs and desires. When you and your partner can open up and share new discoveries in sexuality, you will maintain passion and a lasting connection in the relationship. Going through this journey together not only helps maintain sexual satisfaction, but also enables both partners to better understand each other's emotions and needs. This is a never-ending process of learning and change, and when both individuals participate, the relationship becomes more connected, deeper, and more complete. A truly perfect sexual relationship is one where both partners grow, explore, and learn from each other. By maintaining understanding, sharing, and exploring new things, you will create a sexual relationship that is not only sustainable, but also full of passion and emotion. Respect and care in sexual relationships. Respect in a sexual relationship is essential for creating a satisfying and long-lasting sexual experience. When a person feels respected, they will more easily open up and express themselves during sex. This is not only about meeting physical needs, but also understanding the emotions, limits, and desires of the partner. Respect in sex can be shown through small actions, such as paying attention to nonverbal signals, listening to their requests and desires, and especially not pressuring or making the partner feel uncomfortable. Care not only deepens the sexual relationship, but also helps build trust, fostering long-term connection. When respect is lacking, a sexual relationship can become cold and disconnected. Women, in particular, may feel unloved and unappreciated, which directly impacts their sexual satisfaction. By respecting and caring for your partner, you not only provide them with a sense of safety, but also make them feel special and loved. The importance of nonverbal communication in sex. In sexual relationships, nonverbal communication plays an equally important role as verbal communication. Small gestures like eye contact, a gentle touch, or a caress can convey more emotion than simple words. Women, in particular, are sensitive to these nonverbal signals as they help them feel the care and love their partner has for them. When you listen to your partner's body and respond to nonverbal cues, you create a safe, emotionally rich space. This connection helps both of you become closer and better understand each other, providing satisfaction not just physically, but emotionally as well. Nonverbal communication can also increase satisfaction in sex because when you understand what the other person wants without needing to say it, you make them feel loved and respected. Understanding body language is not only about recognizing signals, but also about responding to them with sensitivity. When you can recognize these signals and react appropriately, you will create a deeper and more memorable sexual relationship. Sex and emotional understanding. Sex is not just a physical act, but also a profound emotional connection between the people. When both partners can share their emotions and desires openly and sincerely, the sexual relationship becomes more complete. Especially when you and your partner understand each other's feelings, this connection helps the relationship become more sustainable and satisfying. Women, in many cases, highly value emotional understanding and sharing from their partner. When they feel that their partner understands their emotional and physical needs, they feel safer and more comfortable expressing themselves. This understanding not only creates a strong sexual bond, but also helps maintain a long-lasting and passionate sexual relationship. By showing care and understanding your partner's emotions, you will create a sexual space where both can comfortably express their feelings, thoughts, and desires. This understanding is the foundation for a truly perfect sexual relationship, confidence, and communication in sex. Confidence is not only important in life, but also directly impacts sexual relationships. When you feel confident in yourself, you will easily communicate and express your feelings, enhancing the connection with your partner. Confidence helps you feel comfortable and allows you to better understand and respond to your partner's sexual needs. In sex, confidence is a key factor in maintaining a lasting relationship. When you are confident and understand your own needs, you can easily share your desires and feelings, which enhances sexual satisfaction. Women, in particular, are attracted to confident men not only in how they view themselves, but also in how they treat others. Confidence helps create a comfortable sexual space where both partners can open up and express themselves naturally. When you are confident, you can communicate and share deep emotions without fear of rejection or judgment, creating a passionate and satisfying sexual relationship. Sex and spiritual connection. Sex is not just a physical act. It's also a spiritual connection between two people. This connection becomes even more important in long-term relationships. When both partners can communicate openly and understand each other emotionally, the sexual relationship becomes more sustainable and memorable. Spiritual connection helps both partners feel safe and loved in the relationship. When you understand your partner's needs, you can meet both their emotional and physical needs fully. This not only creates sexual satisfaction, but also helps build a strong sexual relationship based on understanding, sharing, and love. Women often seek a spiritual connection in sex. When they feel loved, respected, and understood, they feel safer and are more willing to express their desires. This connection creates a passionate and satisfying sexual space where both partners can explore and fulfill each other's emotional needs. Exploring sexual and emotional needs. Sexual satisfaction comes not only from physical techniques, but also from the connection between both partners' emotions and needs. When you understand and meet your partner's emotional needs, you will help create a deeper and more fulfilling sexual relationship. Particularly, when you and your partner explore each other's desires and needs, the relationship will become more sustainable and passionate. Women, in many cases, seek emotional connection before they can experience sexual satisfaction. They need to feel loved, respected, and understood. When these emotional needs are met, women feel more comfortable and are able to express their deeper emotions during sex. This creates a sexual space full of connection, where both partners can share their true thoughts and feelings. When you understand your partner's sexual and emotional needs, you will create a sexual relationship that not only provides physical satisfaction, but also helps both partners feel loved, respected, and understood. Freedom and exploration in sex. Another important factor in sexual relationships is the freedom to express oneself. When you feel free in a sexual relationship, you can easily share your desires and needs without fear of rejection or judgment. This freedom helps you feel more comfortable and makes the sexual relationship more passionate and satisfying. Freedom in sex isn't just about the physical aspect, it's also about emotions. When you can openly express your feelings, desires, and thoughts, you create a comfortable sexual space where both partners can explore and enjoy memorable moments. Freedom in sex also means there is no coercion or pressure. When both partners feel comfortable and free to express themselves, the sexual relationship becomes easier and more complete. Especially when you and your partner feel free to explore and experiment with new things, the relationship remains fresh and full of energy. Sex and affection, the key to a long-lasting relationship. Sex is not just a physical activity, it's also a powerful emotional connection between the people. When a sexual relationship is built on a foundation of love, respect, and understanding, it becomes more sustainable and deeper. Emotional connection in sex is not just the expression of feelings, but also the sharing of moments, thoughts, and dreams. When you and your partner can share and understand each other's sexual and emotional needs, the relationship becomes more passionate and fulfilling. Feeling loved and respected is the most important factor in maintaining attraction and satisfaction in sex. When you respect and understand each other, you create a sexual space full of connection and love, helping the sexual relationship last long and remain fulfilling. Emotional development in sexual relationships. In long-term sexual relationships, emotional development is crucial to maintaining satisfaction. When both partners grow together and understand each other's needs and desires, the relationship becomes stronger and more sustainable. This emotional development helps both partners connect more deeply and feel more loved and respected over time. Emotions in sex are not just about physical satisfaction, but also about understanding and sharing feelings. When you and your partner can share your emotions openly and sincerely, the sexual relationship becomes complete and full of passion. This emotional development also helps maintain a long-lasting and satisfying sexual relationship. When both partners work together to develop emotional connection and understand each other more over time, the sexual relationship becomes fresh and vibrant, creating a stronger and deeper bond than ever before. Conclusion: sex is a journey of emotion and understanding. Sex is not just a physical act, it's a long and profound journey where both participants need to understand each other, feel, and respond to each other's needs thoughtfully. Sex is not only about physical stimulation. It is closely tied to emotional connection and mutual understanding. These elements create the difference between a temporary sexual life and a long-lasting, fulfilling sexual relationship. When a couple maintains a sexual relationship based on respect, love, and understanding, they not only achieve physical satisfaction, but also build a strong spiritual connection. Emotional safety, confidence, and the freedom to express oneself are the keys to maintaining passion and connection in a long-term relationship. Every sexual encounter can be an opportunity to explore and connect more deeply. Small gestures, nonverbal signals, and mutual care will create a sexual relationship that is not only passionate, but also filled with respect and love. Sex is truly about sharing, a harmony between the physical and emotional aspects, where both people can feel the love and sincere care from their partner. Ultimately, a sexual relationship is truly perfect when both partners grow, explore, and learn new things about each other's needs and desires. When you can maintain understanding, empathy, and respect for one another, the sexual relationship will not only bring physical satisfaction, but also be a complete emotional and spiritual experience. Thank you for following this article. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to share it with those around you so they can explore and understand the factors that create a long-lasting and satisfying sexual relationship. Always remember that sex is a journey, and this journey can only be wonderful when you truly understand and care for one another.